Ross is actually a great place to get gardening stuff, and they have so much in stock right now. There are so many items. They're a little out of my price range, like the larger white pot over there, but I couldn't believe some of the prices here, like $6.99 on this pot here, or $9.99. Some of them were $6.99, some were $9.99. I was really impressed. Now, I do like these lighter weight planters too. Those are great, 15 bucks. But I wanted to get some items that would be small enough for some of my house plants. And I also have some larger house plants that need to be uppotted. So I was looking for bargains, and I'm looking very frugally for things that will be a great price for what I actually need. I wanted to buy them all. Like, honestly, I wanted to get them all. But I had to hold myself and show some restraint. I'm not sure you're going to find any kind of garden shears for less than this $5 here. Those would be great for herbs. They have all kinds of stuff here, all kinds of different nozzles for your hose. They have little hand shovels. They've got some wind chimes that sound beautiful. Very lovely wind chimes. Um, I didn't buy the wind chimes. They're $12.99. They have multiple different styles. Those would be really great for a gift. I'm thinking maybe Mother's Day would be great. Like, does your mom like the sound of wind chimes? I really think they're adorable. $12.99 is not a bad deal at all for stuff like this. And it's kind of like going back in time to when prices were reasonable. You know what I'm saying? That one was $19.99, but most of them were $12.99. And on the other side, where the wind chimes are, there are all kinds of pruners and stuff. They've got some cute garden decor. I'm not sure I put this outside, but it's like a little beetle. And then this here is this little iguana. Super adorable. $13 rounding up, right? Um, all kinds of great outdoor stuff. Some things I would probably put like on an indoor patio. The pruners, I bought some loppers, didn't pay $7.99 for them. They were way more than that. So $7.99 for loppers is absolute steal. These larger loppers would be great for my really tall trees. And how much were they? $12.99. Awesome deal there too. And I mean, I really don't think you can go wrong here. Those are a fabulous deal. They're going to be a lot more hardy, like be able to deal with a little bit more gusto in the garden. $2.99 for garden gloves. I I don't know if you can go cheaper than this unless you got them from the Dollar Tree. And the quality here is definitely a little bit better. So you could do a really nice Mother's Day gift basket. You could use one of the pots as the basket and then put some garden shears, maybe a little shovel, some gloves, things like that. That would be a wonderful Mother's Day gift. Can't even imagine. That hint, 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 that would totally make my day. I'm not sure that this can go outside. It looks like it would, but I just don't think it will stand up to the weather. $22 here. I like it a lot. And these little pavers, again, I don't think they can handle being wet. It kind of reminds me of those items you get at the Dollar Tree, but larger. So super cute here. I think maybe like an indoor area would be nice. I wouldn't put those outside. I don't know why I didn't buy that pot. I don't know why. It's super nice. $12. And I've seen some pots at like Value Village and Salvation Army and Goodwill for more expensive than that. This was cute. I didn't get it just because I'm afraid I would knock it over. It was only, well, it was $23. I shouldn't say only. $23 is kind of a bit much, I think. But if you were buying that somewhere else, it would be more. It definitely would be more. They have all kinds of cool stuff. This is definitely a lot cheaper than like World Market by far. So World Market's another place that you could find some really unique items, but they are going to be much more expensive than Ross. Ross is like the cheapest. I mean, if you look at the pots that you can get at Home Depot or even at like Marshall's, this is way cheaper. I recently bought, I shouldn't say recently, I think it was 2 years ago. I bought a hanging pot for the bathroom to put in some, um, what am I going to think? I'm spacing on the plant. Really beautiful plant. It's got stripes on it. Zebrina. And I paid $16.99, and it was a couple years ago. So it's like saving $10 and going back in time. So it's fabulous. This little garden um, fairy was 23 bucks, I think is what it said. But again, I don't think it would last outside. So like if you had like a little garden area inside, indoors, where it's protected from the elements, that would be really adorable. So they had so many pots, and I'm not I would be happy with any of them. I did end up bringing some home. This one's only $7.99. What? That's fabulous still. Absolutely fabulous. $16.99 is not a bad price, but I think if I was to put these on my fence in the front yard, I've got like a cattle panel fence in the front. I think somebody would steal it, honestly. I've had some things go missing out front, and yeah, I don't want to risk it. If I put it facing the other direction, I think it'd be okay. But I've got some cheaper stuff that I think I'd rather use those things first than spend another $17 on something else. You can see this is my cart. I'm trying to make up my mind which of these I'm gonna get. This here is $6.99. There's two of them. It's kind of that like 1970s look, and I kind of love it. I also like that I won't have to have a container or like a dish underneath them because they have like a little well on the bottom. Now this one is $8.99. Was it? Yeah, $8.99. I think. I'm sorry, I can't read it, but it was under $10 and it has a hole. So I do need to put a dish underneath that one. I like to buy like a plate or some kind of other improvised container from the Dollar Tree underneath my planters because if you go anywhere else, it's going to be way more expensive. They had so much cute decor in terms of Easter. So if you're looking for Easter stuff, I recently did a video from Dollar Tree. Definitely check them out first. But they had so many cute things. And even these bunnies here, $4.99. I think those are cute enough to keep out all year long, honestly. I did like all the different light options they had over here, but they're not very long. And I just don't think that it would be sufficient for the distance I would have to have them pulled. But they had so many cute ideas here for solar lights and patio lights. Some of them I think you might have to plug in, not entirely sure. But I did try pressing the button on this one and it didn't work. I don't know if it's because people have touched it too much, like played with it too much. Possibly they might still work, but the demo part of it isn't working. So, since I recently bought some solar lights at the Dollar Tree, I bought like four. They had the little butterflies in them. And I also bought a string of little bumblebees. I decided to go ahead and pass up this deal here with I guess it's called Sun Canyon or, yeah, Sun Canyon. I passed those up because I got the little ones I'm going to put them in a mason jar. I think that's going to be super cute. And I'm going to pretend that they are um, little, those little glow bugs. So I think it'd be super adorable. This here actually isn't just solar light, it's a bug zapper. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive than you would expect it to be because it is actually a way to get rid of like mosquitoes and moths and stuff like that. I didn't get it. I'm not sure if how well it works. But I just was like, I'd have to have a lot of them. So either have to have a lot of them or a different strategy. So I didn't grab it, but I'm kind of regretting it now. It's not a bad idea because it's kind of like blending in pest control with decor and it's kind of sleuthy, right? So I like these hoses. A friend of mine has one kind of like that and it's so lightweight. Whereas my hose is like a full on workout. But you know what? Maybe I need it. So I'll just leave it what I have. I've got a hose. I'll just keep what I have. It's fine. But I was just like, that would be so much less work for me. Sometimes we have to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. This hanging basket is totally adorable. And for the price, I just couldn't pass it up. It's like, what did it say? $5, $6? I don't know. Super cheap and it's adorable. I love the pattern on it. It has a cocoa core fiber on it too. So I'm like, geez, you know what? Just the liner alone would cost $5. So it's really nice. I thought it was great. This, I was like kind of disappointed because saw it and I immediately thought that would be great to be able to spin my planters around, but it's kind of topsy-turvy on here. It really should have four wheels because if you had a big planter on that and it just was a little bit off kilter for a second, it would spill everywhere. Imagine broken ceramic and soil all over the ground, broken plant. That sounds like a nightmare to me, honestly. Those would have been cute if they had just been engineered a little bit better. I battled with this one. It's kind of funny. I battled this one. I almost put it in the cart. Then I put it back. Then my friend picked it up. And then she put it back. And then I picked it up again. So that one went with my decor. I kind of love it because it's kind of like 1970s, which, you know, you either love or hate, I guess, probably when it comes to decor. It's like so ugly. It's beautiful. It's like, I love it. It's like the color of it is just so unique. It's not a modern color. It's more like 1970s thought it was modern color. I love it though. These different garden art pieces are amazing. This right here is really cool. Like it's really heavy duty and it's very deep. So if you had a plant that needed a lot of root space, that would be fabulous. And I don't remember the price on it, but it was pretty cheap. More lawn art here. We both liked this like trellis in the background, and it's about $2 cheaper than Costco. Costco has one for about $20. I think it's like $19.99. So either that one or one of these would be excellent. I can imagine like Malabar spinach climbing up it. Maybe have some nasturtiums. I don't know. Some sweet peas. That'd be fabulous. I have quite a few things I could use in a similar way that I need to use first, obviously. The basket here, I was thinking, I didn't get it, but I was thinking that would be great for harvesting stuff from the garden. See, here I am. I'm going back to it again. Like, do I want it? Do I not want it? Do I want it? Do I not want it? I want it. I want it. I want it, and I got it. I told my friend, I said, I'm not getting everything in the cart. I'm not. I'm just thinking about it. But I got it all, and I don't regret it. I saved a ton of money. And you could too. Be good, be sweet, grow garden if you want to eat. I'll see you next time.